Hello, in this video I'm going to talk about anxiety and decision making, and I'm going to give you a massive tip straight away which will help get rid of any anxiety, stress and strain for making a decision. So many people get caught in this where they want to decide something, do I do this or do I do that? And let me tell you what this thing is straight away. It's not the decision that's the problem. It's accepting the truth. So what I mean by this is, let's say you've got to decide whether or not you're going to keep talking to a friend of yours who you've known for years. And a part of you really wants to keep talking to them because you want to be nice and friendly and you don't want to upset them. But another part of you is telling you to get rid of them because they're no good, they're always letting you down, they're unreliable, they're all take, and they never give. And you get caught in this loop of, what do I do? Do I tell them I don't want to see them anymore? Or I've got to be nice, so I've got to stick with them. No, I can't do that because I want to get rid of them, but I can't get rid of them. It's not the decision that's causing the loop of anxiety. You're going round and round and round and getting nowhere. It's the fact you can't face up to the truth because you always know what the right thing to do is. So in that scenario, you know that the right thing to do is to not speak to that person anymore. It's facing up to that fact and accepting it. That's what gets rid of all the stress and anxiety. So you see, it's not the problem itself, because people think, oh, I don't know if to do this or whether to do this, or I don't know what to do, and back and forth. You do know what to do. You always know what to do from the beginning. It's accepting that and doing it that gets rid of all those problems, because the more you just don't accept that, and the more you go round and round in circles thinking, shall I do this, shall I do that, shall I do that, you're just caught in the middle, you're caught in a loop, you're being bounced between these two things. That's what causes all the stress and anxiety. And I know this because the reason I'm making this video is I've been going through a decision for the last 4 months, and really I knew from the beginning what to do. It wasn't the decision that was a problem, it's that I didn't want to accept what the truth was. I knew from the start that's what I should do, but I don't want to do that because I want to do this, and I knew what the right thing to do was. And when I eventually did it, there's this massive weight lifted off my shoulders. So you see, the point of this video is, if you are having anxiety about anything, this can be whether or not to take therapy, whether to buy a new car, whether to move home, whether to break up with a friend or a partner or whatever. The way you overcome it, unless there is some deeper root cause you need therapy for, is accept what the truth is. Because we all have this thing called a gut instinct, a gut feeling. You know what the best thing to do is. And nearly always, when you make this decision, after sometimes weeks, months, even years or decades, you look back and you think, I knew that from the start. Why didn't I just do that earlier? So if you want to overcome a lot of anxiety, the best thing you can do, 2 words, take action. Don't sit there dithering and thinking all this, all that, all that. Take action and do what you know is the right thing to do. Because there's a great saying, imperfect action is better than perfect inaction. So in other words, it's better to do something and get it wrong than sit doing nothing and ruminating and stressing. And this is what creates all the anxiety. It's the inaction. It's the what if, what if, what if, what if. If you do something and you take action, it's very rare that you'll ever have anxiety after you've taken action. Because like now, if I cough and clear my throat, that's better. So I took action. I could have sat here and thought, I'm going to hold that in, just keep going, just finish the video and then have a cough. No, I do it now. I took action and I released it, and it's better. So that's my advice, and I've been through this myself in my own life, and I've seen clients have this problem. Sometimes people, it's really funny, they think they've got a problem. Like, for example, I help people overcome their fear of driving. And they sit there thinking, oh, I can't do it, I can't do it. And sometimes as a therapist, I laugh and I say, look, I'm not laughing at you, I'm not being horrible. It's because I can see you haven't even got a problem and people are trapped in this loop of anxiety. I can't do this and I can't do this, I can't do this. You can. I can't. And it's so funny when you see someone else with a problem and you think they haven't even got a problem. If they just did this and just released it, and that's one way I help people overcome their anxiety. Yes, there can be more to it. Yes, there can be triggers and anchors and old events, repressed emotions. Yes, all that's correct. But sometimes people's fear of driving is just because they can't make a decision elsewhere in their life. Like they really want to get divorced, but I couldn't do that. I remember a client once said to me, I know that if I divorced that woman, he didn't call her a woman, he called her a rude word, starting with a B, but if I divorced that witch, I shall say, then I know my whole life would improve. There you go. Oh, but I don't want to do that because I've been married to her for years and we do love each other really. Round and round and round the loop you go. That person knew that the right thing to do was to get divorced, and it's horrible. I'm never going to tell you to do that, but you could see in his eyes he knew that was the right thing to do, and when he did it, problem went. Check out these other videos of mine on the screen for more help and advice, and if you'd like to work with me one-to-one online from anywhere in the world, contact me through my website firstdrive.com. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you again soon for more videos.